All right. Well, hi everyone. So, kind of starting a few minutes early, but I wanted to get going because Sunday is finally pullable. Um, it's kind of funny to me because, or first off, hi, I'm Rhea Zenko. Nice to meet you. If this is your first time watching, and hopefully you guys can hear me okay and everything works out. Technology, right? But I find this kind of interesting because I am a Baizu fan, okay? And I had liked Baizu since 1.0 in Genshin, and he didn't come out until 3.6. So that was a long time to wait, okay? Sunday was also somewhat of a long time to wait. However, it's basically, I still feel similar to the way I feel about Sunday that I do about Baizu, in the sense of, he's finally here. Because the thing is, it's funny, because originally way back, I thought that he was going to become playable like pretty much the banner or next banner after Robin. So I was like, oh, okay, I will, make sure I save up for him, so on and so forth. And then in the end, no, he didn't show up, and it just went on and on and on. I'm like, he is going to become playable, right? You didn't just villainize him. Is he okay? And so on. And now he's finally here. So let's hop over. Oh, hi, Don P. Is that right, Don P? Nice to meet you. Thank you for the chat. We're gonna be pulling for Sunday this morning. Gonna be super cool. Oh, actually, you know what? Give me a second. I really should put... I'm okay. I'm doing all right. Here, hang on. Go with my green screen. There we go. All right. Well, I guess I can go down. I'm not just kind of floating in space. All right. So here are my pull plans. Okay. So first off, because I like kind of doing, they're not exactly like ceremonies or anything, but I kind of like to increase my chances as much as I can. Basically, I am pulling here in the theater, which was pretty much the last place we saw Sunday in game. And also, when they were doing the story, I had personally really wanted it to be like, oh, he falls, but Robin catches him, and we managed to pick him up and take him with us. Not this whole, he gets arrested, and then we don't know where he is, and then we get sucked off into the Lafu for some reason, only to come back, and I was just like, couldn't we just do the whole thing in one go? But hey, it is what it is. But we are officially in the Grand Theater, where we are going to basically, quote unquote, rescue him again. And then they added a new event to Honkai, right? Well, it's the new patch. So there's a whole bunch of stuff. You have a room. We got Sunday. There's a new storyline. Bunch of new stuff. So quite a few things. But for the team to encourage him to come home, we've got Gallagher, who a lot of people ship Sunday with. So Mr. Gallagher's here to help. We also have Robin, who of course is Sunday's sister, and she is like one of his main motivations. We have Argenti, who is just plain nice guy, and also my main, so he gets to be here. And then we have Jingyuan, who is apparently really good with Sunday. Sunday's apparently going to be really good with a lot of characters, especially Jingyuan. And then, of course, we're going to have the Remembrance come in, which includes the Trailblazer, so that's all going to be really good. And Sunday's going to be really good with them, too. So, let's pop Robin up here and get to pulling. There he is. Okay, so the plan for this is that I'm going to roll until I get a copy of him, because I don't usually E1 or E2 or anything like that on the first banner. I kind of, if I really like the character, I'll wait until like the next time. So I plan on getting an E0, or at least just one copy of Sunday. And then hopefully, depending on how much he leaves us left over, I might try to go for his light cone as well. However, there is also Fugue who's coming, who I really do want as well. And we also have Amphorius, which has like lots of really cool characters. So we're definitely gonna get Sunday today. We have enough to definitely guarantee him, but we'll have to see what it is, what he leaves us with. If he decides to not come home or somebody jumps in front of him, then I'll hold off on his light cone and just kind of save up for Fugue. But oh, okay, let's see. Well, I tend to save up. I like saving. It makes it so I have to skip some banners, but reruns happen, so I'm not spending all this on him. Hopefully not. But all right. Let's see. I think my pity is about 25 as well. So let's see where we go. So so this will be about 35. Okay. So not coming in on the first 10 pull, which would have been amazing, but you know, I think except for Arlen, I have the other two 4 stars at at E6. So this just turns into Undying Starlight, which is perfectly okay because then it means I can buy more tickets later from the shop. We got 3 4 stars in that one. Kind of interesting. Okay, and this would be 45. Okay. Oh my. I was joking about the 10 pull. Oh my gosh! I was really not expecting that. I guess he really wants his light cone. Oh my, oh. You know, when it turned gold, I thought to myself, oh, it's probably gonna lose the 50-50. I'm not guaranteed at all. It's him. He said, I heard you. We're gonna get my light cone if I came home early. I'm here. Light cone, please. Oh, gee. Now watch, his light cone will probably not show up, but light cones are also 75-25%, so the chances of getting the light cone is actually pretty good. Oh. Herta being like, I want in on this. Let me in. It's funny too because I've been saving for him for a while, and I was like, "Oh, I'll use my shop stuff, this stuff on him to try to make sure he comes home." And what does he do? He comes home in 20 pulls. I don't think I've ever. No, actually, I don't think I've ever been this lucky. Okay, because I remember the closest I got was when I pulled Ito on Genshin. I did 30 pulls and he showed up. It was funny because I pulled Goro, who I wanted. Then I pulled Kuki, who I also wanted. She was new. And then Ito is, or I made a joke and I said, oh, wouldn't it be funny if Ito showed up in the next pull because, oh, the gang's all here and he wants to join in. And then he actually showed up. All right, that is amazing. Okay, so he's earned his light cone. So let's see what happens. I definitely want to have enough for Fugue, so we might not go down too far on the polls, but let's see what happens. He deserves it. Oh my gosh. Oh. It always stresses me out when they do this, when the 5-star isn't the first one, because now I'm like, what if I lost the 75-25 or the 50-50? Oh. I guess my team worked. He saw Robin and went, I'm coming home. Come here. Oh. Nice. Now, the thing is, if I was going to, if I wasn't planning on trying to get other characters later on, I might try to, like, E1 or whatever him. But I don't usually do that for any character, even like Argentine in the first run. In fact, Sunday actually is pretty lucky because he got his light cone first. And usually what I do is I wait for the rerun to get light cones. Like even with Argenti, with my main, I got Argenti, and then I waited until his rerun to get his light cone. But Sunday just really wanted to show up, apparently. Alright. That is amazing. Where are you? There he is! The baby! He gets head pats. He deserves head pats. He works so hard. Alright, here we go. Where's your light cone? There it is. Thing is, I wasn't expecting to get the light cone, so now I'm gonna have to pre-farm, or now I'm gonna have to farm for that thing. But let's put that on him. Here you go. Even crying in his little light cone. Deserves hugs. I mean, yeah, he tried to kill the express crew or whatever he was doing. Honestly, with Sunday, I'm kind of the mind that, like, a lot of people put him as, oh gosh, you know, he's evil and whatnot. But if I really view the fight that we had with him as more of a cry for help from him, because if he didn't want us there, okay, he could have so easily just not let the Trailblazer into Penacony. I mean, we showed up, we were not pom-pom, and so it was like, okay, you're not going to be allowed in. So we would have been stuck in the lobby basically the entire time if he didn't want us there. But he did, because not only did he not immediately kick us out, but he also worked to let us come in. So he also kind of kept challenging us, and so I think with the whole point of it was that he was basically, he wanted to create a paradise, but the paradise would require him to be isolated, and he really didn't want that, even though he was trying to basically, like, be, how do you put it? He was trying to be, oh, I'm selfless, I will do whatever it takes to help everybody else, my life is insignificant, but of course, meanwhile, he really is like, I don't want to be alone, you know? And so he challenges the Astral Express crew in a way of, if you defeat me, this whole idea of like might makes right. If you defeat me, I will basically accept that what I'm doing is not good, and I will step down, and you will prevent him from basically making himself be all alone. So he kind of, in a way, wanted us to stop him, but he couldn't say that because it was like, he's worked so hard, everything is for this. And then, of course, you know, you got Gopherwood, who had led him into all this stuff, watching him. So, but he's finally home, and he gets to come with us. All right, so let's do some leveling up here.
On this arduous journey, we will see the stars.
Yep, we sure will, sir. I actually pre-farmed for him.
On this arduous journey, we will see the stars.
I pre-farmed for him, so I didn't fully calculate everything, but hopefully it will be enough. To get him set up. Honestly, I might end up running out of credits first.
Journey, we will see the stars.
And nope, he needed more.
On this arduous journey, we will see the stars. Every journey must come to an end, but I have no doubts about the meaning of this one.
Yes, let's go. We can do some regular wishing a little bit too. Yeah, I haven't chosen who I want for the 5-star yet, the free standard 5-star, because the I have all of the standards. I'm thinking about picking Gepard, but I haven't 100% up made my mind yet. It's either him or Weltz, but I have quite a few imaginary characters, and I do have Welt already. But let me put his relics. I'm actually having Welt hold his relics for him. Like, Welt, please hold. He's... Go. Everything is glowing. All right.
What I see now, after self-reflection, is not an illusion.
Hi, Elliot. Nice to chat with you. We just finished pulling Sunday. He came home in 2 10 pulls, and his light cone came in 1 10 pull. He really wanted to come home. I had Robin and Gallagher and a bunch
what
of
I see now, after self-reflection,
other characters in the
not
party.
An illusion.
Yeah, and I think he really wanted to see Robin.
What I see now, after self-reflection, is not an illusion.
Let's lock all this stuff. I've been pre-farming, so hopefully we can get it finished, if not just really close. I mean, I was telling Don P, I was saying that with what I have saved and how quickly he showed up, I could technically try to like E1 him or whatever. However, there are so many cool characters coming up, and I kind of want Fugue too, so Sunday was very nice to me. Alright. Oh, everything else. These. Let's just size these. See, what are you... I thought my 30 pity arrow was in... Arkaram was saying, haven't played this game since Penacony, have so much to catch up on. Yeah, well, I think with the Penacony too, it's like, the story is going Penacony, and then was 2 patches of Lalafu, and then 1, or I guess 2 now, of Penacony. So, did you finish Penacony up to, or past defeating Sunday? Because if you did, then you're not too far behind. Put that there and see where we go. The other thing too is, like, I was listening to somebody. I don't remember if it was Sayu or who was it? But basically they were saying that, like, oh, you know, I'm kind of behind and so on. And they said that they had, like, just finished up with Fei Xiao, and I was like, well, you only have Rappa and Penacony to do, and you'll be caught up, so you're not that far behind. That's unlocked. This. See. Talked with Acheron, and then went on the train, only open to pull for Acheron day before yesterday. Okay, yeah. So, you are a little bit behind, but that's okay. Do your best. And make sure you take plenty of breaks, drink water, all that good jazz. Because you don't want to try to push through it so fast that you give yourself a headache or something. I think we might actually manage to finish leveling him up. My pre-farming has been a success. We go. He is fully traced leveled. Yes, I do want to try to pull for Fugue. Originally, I was like not sure if I was going to be able to, because I'm like, okay, well, I don't have a guarantee for Sunday, and if he makes me end up using like close to a full 180, I probably will have to skip Fugue and stuff. But no, he was really nice to me, so Fugue can come home too in like 20 days when her banner is finished. I also end up getting his light cone, so gotta level that up. Or I don't accidentally eat one of my 4-star light cones. Yeah, those are automatically locked, so. I remember talking to a friend one time. He was playing Fate Grand Order. And in Fate Grand Order, you have event characters, okay? He apparently accidentally fed one of his event characters, which you can only get during events, to his Gilgamesh character. And I was just like, how? Like, what did you do? How? Why? Whoops. Pay attention. So, ever since he told me that story, I've been kind of like, okay, let me make sure I don't accidentally do the same thing. See, I want something, but I also want Jiao Cho. So I'm getting Chicken Boy on rerun. Is Jiao? I think that's Jiao Cho. Are you trying to yeah. I think it's like with characters you really want, you gotta kind of put that stuff, you know, that savings in your back pocket. Because I don't know when he's gonna rerun. I mean, maybe there's rumors he's gonna be rerun soon. The Pink Fox Man, yes, I have him. He's a good unit. He's very pink and fluffy. Oh, he was almost there. Almost. Oh, I'm terrible remembering his name. His name is yeah. His name is one of those that you kind of gotta get used to. In spelling, especially, or it's like, how put it? If you're an English speaker, his name, since it's Chinese, is spelled in a way that isn't using I'll say English pronunciation. Like when you see Q-I-U, the way you say it is Cho. But if you're not used to that and your brain is trying to pronounce it as Q-I-U, it's going to throw you off. The only reason I know how to say his name properly is because I listened really closely and I was like, okay, his name is Jiao Cho. Jiao Cho. And I just remembered that in contrast to the spelling of his name, so I didn't get myself mixed up. Yeah, I believe. Yeah, that's how you spell his name. I just remembered it's you kind of. I think with the name spelling, sometimes for the names we're not used to, you have to kind of mentally have the thought in your brain as like a hint on how to spell it. Because since it's in a different language, it can throw you off a little bit. But, I'm so close. But that's okay. We will just go. First off, let me put him in my party. Let's do... Where are you? There? 1, 2, 3. So why not? And they are good enough. Apparently he's good with Argenti too. He looks so done. Like, I am just observing things in the world. I have no thoughts. Or no opinions. He has plenty of thoughts. He's just like, yeah, we're just kind of doing things. And then you got Robin, who's like, happy day. He just like me. Yeah. I know I've heard stuff about Sunday and how, like, whatchamacallit, where some people have viewed his whole life as basically being like, oh, he had to smile even when he doesn't feel like it, and now he finally is free and he's like, okay, I'm going to just let my face relax and only smile when I want to. And he's kind of going through a lot of stuff, but look how cool he is.
A day of peaceful repose.
Oh, it's funny, you can see the vines too in his attack. Ah, he's so cool. I mean, his halo and his little wings. Oh, the volume low, it's too loud. It's a little loud here. Okay, how's that? Isn't he crying? Oh yeah, isn't he crying in his ultimate? Yeah, he is. he sheds a tear. Although apparently he always has been a little bit of a quote unquote crybaby. That he cries very easily. He has a lot of empathy for people. Oh, at the new one. And leave the school one on because I bought the pass for specifically for that part, so we're gonna leave that for right now. Let's see. Oh, where I need. Over to the golden, and I need to get some of these guys so we can finish up his light cone. Let's do 6. I think hopefully this will be enough.
Resonate all together.
In the mood for another beating?
I will overcome the thorns. Serenity stands clear before me.
Here is thunder!
That's pretty good.
There's no time to
The new sim. Such a blessing. Oh, okay. I didn't realize they put a new one in.
conflict is pitiless. Let's kick things off with you.
The harmony will soon play in unison.
I like that the whole like, you dare hurt Robin? Boom, you're dead.
Tonight, souls shall embrace. Tonight, the stars echo because of me.
Here is thunder. So,
Oops.
time for the master stroke.
Honestly, I wish you could go back when you accidentally hit these, but I guess it doesn't matter.
Heed my word. Show no mercy.
I don't think it's brand new, just found out. Oh, yeah, sometimes they have those things kind of not hidden exactly, but they don't advertise it.
I have heard the call, loud and clear. Redemption!
You've arrived, huh? Step up, let's see ya. Let's kick things off with you.
Torment and doubt, bid you farewell. In this mortal form.
Wow, look how fancy he looks. He's also got the 6 wings, which is so interesting because I remember when he was leaked a long time ago. Okay, he was shown with the little 6 wings, and it wasn't there, you know, when he showed up and so on and so forth. And so everybody was kind of like, oh, I guess they kind of got rid of that idea, whatever. It's like, nope, there they are.
A moment of divine insight arises from enduring patience. I will walk with you, watch over you, and guide you on your path.
And he got a gold halo, which I like that because it gives you the idea, it shows you that, like, you know, okay, he's got it. It didn't wear out.
Conflict is pitiless. There's no time to lose. Time for the master stroke. Radiant spirit, heed my word.
Oh, the newer characters have better animations. Oh, that's cool. That was pretty good. I mean, they were technically just low-level mobs, but it was nice to kind of see the whole thing. The whole thing working. Yes. Oh, for Pete's sake. Okay. One more time. Almost there. Here. Normally I use Lucha as my healer.
For an end to strife in the world.
But I mean Sunday, so
Harmony will soon play in unison.
also Jing Yuan keeps getting buffs. It's hilarious. Pretty sure Sunday's insanely good for him. Yeah, I've heard that. A lot of people are like, apparently, I think it's China. They love Jing Yuan so much that if you watch, the Mihoyo keeps putting in characters that will be good to buff Jing Yuan.
Serenity stands clear before me.
Follow my charge. Here is thunder.
I mean, Sunday's gonna be really good for Amphorius? I think that's how you say it.
Conflict is pitiless. Time for the master stroke. Radiant spirit.
Because there's gonna be a lot of summons, and Sunday is really good for summons.
No mercy.
I think he's good for quite a few characters, actually. Like, I've heard he's good for Argenti as well. So...
Let's kick things off with you. Redemption.
May song bring us victory. Hold together. Resonate once more. Tonight, souls shall embrace tonight. The stars echo
See?
because of me.
I wouldn't be surprised if we got a Lightning Lord set. Yeah, oh, that's definitely. Eventually. I mean, to be honest...
Here is thunder. That's all you've got.
Wait.
Conflict is pitiless.
It's one of those things that when you compare Genshin with Honkai Star Rail, you have leeway, okay, which is fantasy Chinese inspired, and then you have the Luofu or the Zansho, which are sci-fi Chinese inspired. And we do go back to those areas quite a lot, I think, in the story. It makes total sense to do so because, you know, I mean, this is a Chinese game. And so I would not be surprised if, like, some point during Amorphous, we go back to the Luofu again. There we go. All right. Well, he has his full level up, his light cone fully leveled, his trace is done, his relic's full. This man is good to go. See. Our faction Penacony obtained on 12-4. The dream of the Order has dissipated, yet there are still those who will not give up on their original intent. The traveler whose wings were clipped. Where to shall his footsteps lead? Listen to his voices.
Every reunion is also a new encounter. Hello, I am Sunday, a humble passenger.
I heard that someone said that technically Sunday and Robin's names are not their real names. They're more of like their stage names. And with his putting his name in quotes, I can kind of see that. However, it could be a situation where it's like his real name is just too hard to say, like it's like a bunch of chirps or something. So,
If you encounter any problems, feel free to talk to me. Listening has always been my job.
aw.
We all walk our own paths, though it may be lonely. As long as we keep moving forward, we won't forget each other.
Aw. Buddy.
I was once Bronze Melodia, listening to the pleas of those who were suffering, knowing there were no gods who would save people unconditionally. To change anything, you can only rely on yourself.
Yeah, whenever I go through these, when I get a new character, I always kind of feel like the MC is like sitting beside them and they're just kind of talking and listening. And so it's like sitting next to Sunday, holding his hand. It's like, this man deserves, he's been through so much garbage. That's why when the whole thing of, whether he was going to become join the Astral Express or whether he was going to join the Stellaron Hunters came up, I was I know a lot of people wanted him to be part of the Stellaron Hunters because it would continue his, like, quote-unquote villainous aspect. However, I was kind of the mindset of, poor Sunday has been horribly manipulated, led down bad paths, abandoned. He lost his mom. He lost his sister almost died. I'm like, no, he deserves to hang out with the Astral Express and become part of the family. He deserves hugs.
There's always a paradise that needs to be built. That vow is like the sun in the sky. Perhaps I'll melt and fall before reaching it. But some hardships I must endure.
Okay, we gotcha. Unlock after completing the Trailblaze mission a new venture on the 8th dawn. So it says.
I prefer exquisitely composed musical movements, and that won't change. But I must admit, accidents and surprises can also create splendid dramas. And so it is with life.
That's myself. Trying to take a drink.
Music is a language that spans the stars, and a solo performance is like a speech, which I know a thing or two about.
Aw. Yeah, I mean, it's like, Robin is the singer, and Sunday is like Mozart, where he's like, he knows how to play so many instruments. I mean, we know at least he knows how to do the flute, the violin, and the piano. At least. Oh, he also knows how to conduct. He is also a conductor. So he's very talented.
I had to depart hastily without preparing a coordinated outfit. Even a few millimeters of deviation is frustrating. Well, let's try to accept this imperfection.
Yeah, that was the other thing too. He does have at least a little bit of OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder. Apparently, if you look at it, it's kind of interesting because things being off and stuff don't bother him. It's like he used to have a sweet tooth and had OCD tendencies, and then Gopherwood did something to him. laptop being awful. Technology, right? It never works when you want it to. But yeah, it's like he, according to Robin's letter, he stopped eating sweets, which brought him joy. And if you look at, like, there was something on the table or whatever in the Dewlight Pavilion, and it mentions about how his OCD was quote unquote cured. And it was like, was it really cured, or was he just basically having to internalize it because of Gopher Wood? And so now it's sort of like, no, sir, go feel your feelings, do your thing, eat your sweets. Gopher Wood can't hurt you anymore. And also to say, not that I think that Sunday is, he was just manipulated, he's a perfect little innocent booby. No. He definitely was doing what he thought was right, but he was led down that path and basically sort of brainwashed, I guess, into thinking that was the right path. And unfortunately, if you guys did the one Clocky movie event, you could kind of see that even before Sunday comes in, Gopher Wood is like I don't want to know if you want to say he's a control freak, but like Gopher Wood was the one who was like, if the Penacony is supposed to be a happy, wonderful place, if you come in and you're not happy, we will fix you to be happy and make you forget your worries. And unfortunately, it's a forced thing. So these people end up having horrible mental and psychological issues afterwards. And it's just like, whoa, man. So, while Sunday is not 100% innocent, I mean, he is an adult, he makes his own choices, it's good that he's away from Gopher Wood. Yeah, it's like, get rid of that guy. So.
Holovians are often seen as subjects of the harmony, listening to people's prayers in the world on behalf of them. Whether those wishes come true or not, they will be woven into Shipei's divine music.
This is also another thing, too, but I got kind of confused when they said that Sunday was going to be part of the harmony. I thought to myself, wait a minute, doesn't he not like the harmony? Because he mentions about how he leaned towards the order because the harmony couldn't actually protect anybody, and he kind of viewed it as sort of semi-useless. But then I thought about it, and it was like, well, wait a minute. Gopher Wood was the one who was really focused on the order, and Robin is harmony. So Sunday getting away from Gopher Wood and having Robin nearby would probably have him lean more into, no, I'm going to go back to harmony because Robin's there. So I feel bad for him, though. In his one trailer, he reaches out for Robin and her hand just kind of disintegrates. And he's left leaning over his piano panting because he can't get to her. And I'm like, oh no, poor Sunday. That's why I'm like, I'm so thankful that they didn't put in some sort of mechanic like, Sunday and Robin can't be on the same team together. Because I was actually kind of worried about that. Way back when Robin was pullable, my brain even got to the point where I was thinking to myself, oh my gosh, they're not going to have something where it's like, if you have Robin, you're not allowed to pull Sunday or something stupid, right? And luckily, no, that never happened. And there's no like, they're not allowed to be on the same team or anything, which is good. So I'm glad that it wasn't limited like that. Robin means it would be so ticked if that happened would be insane. Yes, it would. It would. And considering it's like Sunday cares about Robin and Robin cares about Sunday. And it's like, hey, if the story wants to keep you guys apart, fine, but you get to be together in my game.
Humans are not perfect individuals. Quite the contrary. Their hearts are filled with contradictions at every moment. Some choose reconciliation, while others choose to flee. But however one chooses, that is their true self.
Yeah. Also, dude, he's got 2 voice lines about Robin. It just goes to show how important she is to him. He's also got a voice line about Gallagher. So I'm like, yay!
I rarely discuss my troubles with Robin. As the older brother, I should bear more responsibilities. The dark side of adulthood should not be brought back into our home.
Honestly, he should have confided in her more. This was his mistake. If he had told her what was going on, she probably could have grabbed his hand and gotten him away from Gopherwood.
As children, we once made a wish together for everyone to be happy. Yet, the wish remains unfulfilled. And I already owe her so much. Perhaps at some point, I became one of her worries.
Yes, you did. You messed stuff up, dude. But it's okay. Well, it can get fixed.
He disguised himself with a superficial facade and gave us a grand performance. A respectable opponent. If there's still a chance for another clash on stage, I look forward to it.
It's like, I want to fight him, but respectfully. I can relate. Yes, exactly. Like, go to Aventurine, yeah. I will say, Aventurine is such a good unit. I mean, he's a good character, too. But, like, back in the day, okay, we had Robin's banner, and I was so sure that Sunday was going to come right after, that for a little while, I decided I wasn't going to roll on Acheron or Aventurine's banners. Because I was like, oh no, I'm saving up for Sunday. However, when I found out that he basically wasn't coming until, like, 2.7, maybe, that was the whole thing was a big maybe, I was like, well, let me see if they come home. And I got Acheron, and then I think on, like, the last 3 days of Aventurine's banner, he showed up. I got him, and he is so useful. He's like the Zhongli of shielding. So he's like really good.
Dullness and confusion are universal ailments. If not for our opposing positions, the professor and I would be able to get along.
Mm-hmm. There's hope. I'm going to hope that as the story progresses, if Sunday really gets to hang out with us, like, and is part of the group, that he will grow and a lot of more people, like players, will actually start liking him and kind of stop being mean about it.
We were once adversaries, but his steadfast will and unwavering beliefs deserve my utmost respect.
I want them together, yeah. It's kind of funny. I've seen Sunday shipped with Aventurine, Gallagher, and Dr. Ratio. Also a bit of Argenti, and lately a bit of Jing Yuan, because of the whole fact of him being a really good unit for him. So, lots of ships. Oh, and then we got question marks. We have to finish the Trailblaze mission first.
Even through thistles and thorns, we must keep moving forward. On this arduous journey, we will see the stars. Every journey must come to an end. But I have no doubts about the meaning of this one.
Yep, let's go.
What I see now, after self-reflection, is not an illusion.
Aw.
May our journey be free of troubles and lead us starward.
Yeah, let's go.
How long has it been since we performed together? I missed this.
Aw. Aw. He's like, Robin. He's so cute. Wonder he thinks about Acheron. Yeah. That would be kind of interesting. Maybe he'll run into her, because that's the thing, is that if he is joining our team, like in the story, we'll be able to see him interact with a lot of other characters, and I'm sure we're gonna run into Acheron at some point again. I don't think, considering she's basically May, I doubt she's a one shot. Oh yeah, we'll never see her again, type of idea. So she'll probably come back in the story at some point.
It is the duty of fellow Pathstriders to fight side by side.
Here we go. Yeah.
The stars and our futures shine before us. Miss March, please put your brilliant ideas to good use.
This is gonna sound kind of mean, but March has brilliant ideas.
Don't be shackled by the past. That goes for the both of us.
I guess with March, she is very creative, so that's probably kind of what the ideas. But yeah, this. Oh, I've also seen him being shipped with Dong Hung, right? Because of the whole idea of they both had good intentions, they both committed crimes, they both were jailed for it, and now they're being able to move on. The difference is that we saw Sunday's crimes, quote quote, in action, while with Dong Hung, it's like, oh no, that was a long, long time ago, and so on. Oh, hang on, give me a second. All right. Hi, guys. Sorry. Got into a phone call, but I will be right there. Okay, just trying to recalibrate. But hi, nice to meet you. Oh my gosh, I got rated with a party of 15. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry I missed you guys. But hi, thank you so much, Saybug. I have to go now. Hope you'll have fun with the new updates. Yeah, I have. Thank you guys so much. Hi, everybody. Oh my gosh. Oh, there we go. Okay. My tracking wasn't working for a second. Of course, I would end up missing the raid. But hi, I'm Rhea Zenko. It's very nice to meet all of you. And we pulled for Sunday. He came home in 20 pulls, and his light cone came in the first 10. I was really shocked, but he is already. We were listening to his voice lines, and then we're gonna go on to, I think, the story quest. There we go. Okay. The little program was like, calibrate. I'm like, you're not doing your job. Come on, Jack. So, but very nice to meet all of you. And okay, so let's go through this. Oh my gosh. Okay.
All or nothing. Just don't abandon your principles.
Oh, he has a voice line for Adventurine. That is so nice. All or nothing. Just don't abandon your principles. I like that. It fits.
Learn it, Doctor. I hope that both of us find the truth.
Aw, that is nice. Yeah. On one hand, I'm kind of sad that he doesn't have a added team with Gallagher voice line, but by this time Gallagher is possibly gone forever, so that's a bummer. But that's pretty. Alrighty. Alright, so let us do this. Got all that. He's ready here. Oh, I really should. I already have Jing Yuan, and I don't think I have Jing Yuan's light cone. What do you guys think? Do you think we should make a poll? Where's the Acheron voice line? Maybe later. I mean, I do know they do add voice lines to for characters occasionally, but I think I'll just see. I want Chip Sunday with Fugue, but I can't see them interacting ever. Well, that might change if they meet together in the story. But let's go check that. Daily's done, and oh, I did want to use the tickets here. Oh, do 4 little warps and see what happens. Ooh. Honestly, I wish the pink had a different thing for this one. Isn't Jing Yuan light cone the best? I don't know. I mean, I would assume so. Oh my gosh. There's another 5-star. I swear, this is not rigged. Oh, hi, Clara. Nice, I have her. She needed her light cone. I don't use her very much, but nice. Yeesh. It was something I didn't have, so that's good. There are certain characters that I really do feel like I want to level up more. Okay. Got so many characters now, I can't do the scroll by anymore. Do this. Which? Oh. Cute little Clara with Sarwogs, Mr. Sarg. Carried my new butt through early game. Yeah. You know, I would not be surprised if when they have the Honkai Star Rail and Fate collaboration soon, or not soon, I don't know exactly when, but when they have that, I wouldn't be surprised if Clara gets like an outfit from Ilya, because Clara is based off of Ilya. So that would be pretty amazing. All right, so we have that. Got an achievement too. What's our fly into the sky together. Win one battle with a team that includes both Robin and Sunday. That is so cute. Aw. Super duper cute. Alright. Story time now. Okie mission. Oh, Cosmic Home Decor Guide Prologue. We'll do that a little bit. I'm excited for having a room. See. Oh yeah, there's even a 7 lives achievement for Claire. Oh gosh. 9 lives like she's a cat. Oh, hang on. Me. Okay. I was like, so, all who wakes, discuss your next trip with the others. It has been a while since you awoke from the dream. Staring into the deep sky, you think back on everything you've gained from your adventure so far and begin to grow excited for your next trailblazing expedition. Outside your window, the mysterious air of destination piques your... Hold on. Why are we still on Penacony? Looks like it's time to discuss your upcoming trip with the rest of the crew. Alright. Where are we going? Missions. What? Oh my gosh, look at that. I'm just sitting here staring. I was like, wait a minute. Like, reference to Berserker. Yes, that she is. She is. I mean, even her yell with her ultimate is Ilya's, Berserker scream. And she's also designed to kind of look a little bit like Ilya. So, and it's because the guys who made Honkai Star Rail are big Vagrant Order fans. So, it's funny. I opened the map and I'm looking like, wait a minute. Since when did the parlor car have this big thing in the middle? And then I realized, no, this is the party car. We actually have different maps for our stuff now. Oh yeah, here's Donghung's room, Marsh's room, and then these are Himiko and Welt, I believe. But we can't get in those. Welt literally keeps his door locked with a black hole. So. Passenger cabin. Party car. Here's our room. Which we will do later. Right now, story. Alright, here we go. Oh. We just come in and there's Asta. Hi, Asta.
There are quite a few curios on the Express that I've only seen in the catalogs, though I'll need to see them up close before I believe them.
Oh, imagine if Emiya mistakes her for Ilya. Oh, yeah. I don't doubt that it's gonna happen.
I'm guessing that's one of the prototype synthesizers. There may be a curio code on its base. Omni makes it sound pretty capable, but the corporation released other models onto the market first. Know why? Well, why make Omni money when you can make ordinary money first? Huh. There's something weird about that sofa over there. Well, how come it lets you sit on it, but not me? Perhaps it has its own set of authorization mechanisms, and only those it recognizes are permitted to sit on it.
Yeah, so honestly, the only problem with Sunday's villain plan I see is that he applied to everyone regardless to consent. If he only applied it to those who consent, I don't see any moral issues. That's true. That's true. He kind of got a little bit holier than thou, I know better than anybody kind of mindset at some point, and that kind of caused some problems.
Interesting. I'll have to have a closer look sometime.
I mean, I guess he assumed that anybody who came to Penacony, since Penacony was, a planet that people came to for vacation and stuff, I guess he assumed that, if they come here, it's because they want to rest and so on. However, like, people go on vacation doesn't mean they don't want to never leave. This is really pretty, actually. Part of me was wondering if if the piano was around, because this window, or I think that window, was one of the windows that Sunday was playing in front of during his trailer. Now this feels weird. We got the Express and they got Luca in the background. Like, yeah, some people only want dreams temporarily. True. Oh my gosh.
Care for a drink or perhaps some snacks?
Gosh. Welcome to Party Car Drinksmith's Robot Shush at your service. Would you like something to eat or drink before chatting with me about the interesting things that happened during the trip? Drink, please. Your trust in my skills moves me. Uh-oh. I've decided to upgrade your party car membership level to the highest tier. You might ask, what are the benefits to the membership tier list? The answer is, of course, nothing. But just for my highest tier members, I will provide my most handcrafted heavenly jokes. Though I have no hands for crafting, only a lever for craft cocktails. And I haven't a soul, but a haven for the... Oh, gosh. What are you selling, sir? Express Special Blend, Rustic Infusion, Wrench Drenched Salad, and At Least We Gather for Now. Okay. Alright. Enough playing around with Shush. Let's go on with the story. I want to see Sunday.
Amphorius, the eternal land.
Sunday kind of reminds me of the radiance from Hollow Knight. Ah, true. True, he does. Where is Dong Hung's voice? We're not half muted in this, are we? That's a bug.
Yeah, that's what Miss Black Swan said. It's a world hidden away from outside observation, with a presence only revealed by the light from the mirror of the Garden of Recollection. It's mysterious, all right.
That's for sure.
You haven't been with us on the Express very long. Will the journey be too much for you to handle?
The Trailblazer has been, like, stabbed and killed multiple times already. I think we'll be fine. Nah, it's no sweat. Sounds scary. Can we go somewhere else? I've been on the Express for nearly 2 years now.
Huh? Has it been that long?
Yep. Himiko's muted too, or doesn't have a voice too. That's weird. Right. Maybe I'll read it out if they're not voiced. Okay. Like, There's no need to be nervous. I understand that it may be difficult for us today to wrap our heads around the idea that there's a world Akavili didn't venture into. But a journey like that was only routine to the Express crew back then. After all, to trailblaze is to explore the universe's boundaries.
We should consider Pom-Pom's opinion, too. They don't know we're considering Amphorius as a destination.
Definitely. Sure, I'll take care of it. That said, Pom-Pom usually stays out of discussions about destinations. The final decision will likely still be on us to make. In that case, we best take the time to think this over.
Yeah. Plus, even if we pass Amphorius over, we've still got a fuel problem to solve.
That's what I thought too. Can I vote no? All right then. For now, I'll let Miss Black Swan know that we're considering the Eternal Land as a destination. Now, when Black Swan has her rerun, I want to try to roll for her. Seeing as how this is going to be an unusual adventure, it'd be good for us to take some time out to make preparations for the journey. Meanwhile, I'll see if I can't find out more about Amphrosis from our allies before we depart.
In other words, we won't be leaving Penacony anytime soon.
Yeah, this is what I was kind of weird about with the storyline. Because we showed up in Penacony, did the whole thing with Sunday, left for the Lafu for 2 patches, and then came back to Penacony. And I'm kind of like, how? When? What?
Or we could also revisit our previous stops to make sure that the astral charts and navigation routes are all functioning fine. I wonder if the hole in the Taikian Stadium has been repaired.
The Express has been on the go almost the whole time since we left the space station. We barely had any time to catch our breath. Let's take this as an opportunity to wrap up our vacation instead and make the most out of this break. You mean we're finally gonna actually have a break in Penacony? See. Let's see. I once remember building so many characters at once that I ran out of credits. Yeah, that happens, especially when you get up to the higher levels. Yeah, they just have a nuke in them. I don't think it gets worse. That's true. That's true. At this moment, people still haven't expected this vacation to be so fulfilling. They will witness the grand Sancho war dance and during this moment of leisure, also complete arts promised. Oh, I missed. Those they will meet again include not only friends, but also foes. Oh, switching to Sunday's point of view. Several weeks later, Golden Hour, Penacony.
Creating chaos is also a means of maintaining social stability, if you ask me.
If you have the time for mindless gossip, you're probably better off spending it on getting actual work done.
They say this is all part of ongoing investigations. But is there even any point to doing this? The threat's long been neutralized. They're just putting on a show. I mean, look at us. This sudden surge in inter-family cooperative efforts. It's nothing but a pretense for those outsiders, isn't it?
Sounds like you've got insider intel. Now I'm curious.
Oh boy.
Are the stories going around true? Was the furor that broke out a while ago really a result of trouble within the Oak family?
Those are some difficult questions. Didn't I just say that creating chaos is also a means to maintaining social stability? Now, who knows who's been fanning the flames? But there are a dozen rumors going around out there, each one more outlandish than the last.
We gotta get Sunday out of here.
Oh, I've heard those. Conspiracy theories about how the IPC had orchestrated everything and... what was it again? That the chaos was only quelled because of an accident? Makes no sense. So what's the lowdown?
Oh, the truth has probably been long buried under all the hearsay. All I can say for sure is that someone's taken the rap for it.
You mean the former Oak family head?
Guys, leave Sunday alone.
Bingo. Most of the blame was pinned on him when the Charmony Festival was abruptly cancelled. Since then, not a single soul's seen him. Heck, forget his whereabouts. Nobody even knows if he's still alive. Talk about scary. For all we know, we might have watched something go down in history, like what happened to the Black Plum family back then, without even realizing it.
I've heard another theory about that family head, though. I beg your pardon, sirs. Dreamweavers are carrying out inspections on the routes around here, and all affected facilities have been closed off. Kindly take a detour in the meantime.
It's like, speak and he will appear.
What happened? Is this because of the Stellaron? Jeez. Are we Penaconians never gonna dream in peace again?
Oh, I like this guy's name. 1 week. See. Never mind, I defeated Sunday on my main account. I don't think that I am that behind. Okay, good, good. Yeah, then in that case, yeah. I suppose you'll well, I normally would say, oh, you probably need to go through the whole Lafu thing with Fei Xiao and then the Rappa bit, but you might just be able to hop to the Rappa section. I don't know. I don't know exactly if they're doing like quick start or whatever, but good luck. Good luck.
There is no cause for alarm, sir. The Stellaron has already been sealed. This is just a routine inspection. A move to heighten security, if you will.
Sunday behind the pole.
Please rest assured that the family will do everything in our power to protect the sweet dreams of every guest.
I see. We'll leave the two of you to your work then.
Weary passenger, or weary passerby. Oh, poor Sunday. Also, too, these people must be blind. How can they not notice it's him? Yeah, I can hop to the Rappa quest. Okay, that's good. That's good.
Excuse me, sir. Have we met before?
Oh.
Oh, is this how he's doing it? I was gonna say, because I'm like, during the live stream when he was talking about wearing a hood and so on and being disguised, I'm like, that is not a disguise. Robin has better disguises than you. And now I see what they're meaning. He's using his Halavian powers to basically alter people's perception.
Do you recall when or where we might have met?
Uh-oh. He's still doing that thing!
My bad. I must be mistaken. Sorry about that. Sweet dreams to both of you, sirs.
Her voice got really deep. Whoa. He's so beautiful. He's hiding his halo, too. I believe it that is detachable.
Sure have a knack for stirring up trouble. Of all the routes available, you had to take the one that Bloodhound's keeping watch over.
We shouldn't run into any problems with you around. Even if they see through the Harmony's power of disguise, there'll be a way for us to escape.
Spare a thought for me, will you? Just being in your company is plenty enough to get me into trouble, Mr. Prime Fugitive of Penacony.
And that is exactly why I need you with me. You're the only one I can rely on in Penacony now.
Oh my gosh, they really did abandon him, didn't they? Poor guy.
The only one you can rely on, huh? What about her?
Aw. for Sunday. Oh, you just use your express gift on Welt. Good choice. I have heard Welt is a really good character. I haven't built mine, because I got him kind of late, but very cool.
At least she was spared from the consequences of my actions.
What a shame, huh?
Why do you say that?
Just thought that being mean might be more effective than consoling you.
Heck.
I've seen plenty like you. Eager for everyone to take you to task after a setback because that's the only way you'll feel better. As though the more they condemn you, the more likely you can rectify your mistake. That said, if I'd really wanted to hit you where it hurts, I'd use a different approach. Like a show of sympathy, for example.
I don't know. I think that whole thing is backwards. I mean, if I was feeling bad, I would hate for someone to do the whole, oh, I'm going to act tough and give you tough love garbage. I'm like, no. If I feel bad, you feel bad.
You're right. I won't deny that.
Also, this makes it very hard to RP.
She should still be in Penacony. Aren't you going to look for her?
Eesh, this guy's voice.
That won't be necessary. I'm sure you already know why, considering your vested interest in reading my thoughts. I can't bring myself to see her when I'm a fugitive.
Aww.
All right, then let's keep going. Helping a fugitive return to their home. So exciting.
1 week just sounds so thrilled, doesn't he? It's funny how you can actually get hit in this game. Even when you try to use the crosswalks, they just don't listen. They just run into you. This place is still very pretty.
I see 2 bloodhounds. They appear to be on official business, unlike the pair from earlier. What's happening at Ideen Park?
Hey! Hey! In case you didn't notice, I can't see anything.
No, he's too short.
My apologies. I forgot that you're not very tall.
Real life accurate traffic. Yeah, exactly.
Remind me, why do I have to make this trip with you again?
We've been through this. You're the only one I can turn to now. Besides, we once lived a cat-and-dog existence. Embroiling you in my affairs won't weigh on my conscience.
Oh, Sonny, you mean you had nobody who actually cared about you other than Robin? Well, I mean, I guess it makes sense. The rest of the family kind of threw him under the bus, and who knows where the rest of the Oak family is. Poor guy.
You certainly don't have much of one if you can bring yourself to say something like that.
Yet you will repay this favor all the same. After all, you're only alive today because of me. You owe me that much.
Oh my.
Holy moly! Can you get any more conceited?
When you were abandoned in the wild and near your end, I showed you a way to survive and helped you escape the jaws of death. When you were at your wit's end and felt lost about your future, I did everything within my power to help you safeguard your position in the family.
Oh, so 1 week owes him.
Okay, I get it already. You have a way with words, I'll give you that. Still, it's one thing to repay a favor, quite another to knowingly put myself in harm's way. I don't understand. Why are you hell-bent on going back to Penacony? Is this an IPC mission?
You working for the IPC?
Did they make you a deal? You can have your freedom back, but in return you must turn against all whom you once called family or something like that?
Oh, it's probably Jade.
Regrettably, Lady Bonajade didn't drop so much as a hint about it.
Uh-oh.
Go now. You are free, O Chosen One, who dare to exceed his bounds. Sever your wings, descend to the mortal realm, and walk their lands. See what this world is truly like.
I will not accept your charity.
As I mentioned earlier, it's a trade, and you don't have to give me an answer right now. Rewards are not reaped in a day, and if there's one thing I'm best at, it's waiting. The sweet dream still continues, and the night is still long. You have plenty of time to contemplate your answer.
She only left me with a most intriguing message before setting me free. As for whether I can afford the price of my freedom, I'll only know when I find out what it is.
Oh my gosh, so she let him free with a trade, but didn't tell him what she wants. Oh my gosh. That is horrible. That's like signing a contract that you're not allowed to read.
But nothing good ever comes out of being in the IPC's debt.
I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. For now, there's still some time before that payment is due, so why not exercise the right to freedom that I've just regained?
By walking straight into a trap?
Or by making amends for past deeds.
Aw.
When it's time to go, this will be farewell for good. So, before I leave Penacony, I'd like to take some time to look back on all the events that have taken place.
Also, too, 1 week just said him coming back to Penacony, so I guess he left and then returned while we were on the Lawfu. So, exactly what she'd do, yeah. I mean, I don't think Jade's a bad person. When you look into it, a lot of the, like, deals she makes with people, they wouldn't necessarily have been able to do it themselves. So, and as long as she made it clear on what she wanted from them, they're the ones who made that decision. However, this whole thing about Sunday not knowing what the trade was is very sus. It's like you should have told him. That's not good to not tell him.
Can't you just look back on it from a distance?
There's something else I want to do too. The embryo of philosophy may have fallen, but the order in Penacony wasn't built in a day. This sweet dream is likely to still contain residual traces of the Oak family's influence.
Get off your high horse. The other 4 families are more than capable of working things out on their own.
I might have gone astray, but others shouldn't have to clean up after my mistakes.
He's taking responsibility 1 week. Leave him alone.
Then you should also know that the IPC isn't gonna help you a second time. If you fall into the family's hands again, you're done for.
Yeah, because that's the thing. The family is definitely the mafia, considering how quickly they turned on Sunday and the Oak family. It's like, yeah, they're not a family. They're horrible.
You know how it is. Old habits die hard. The tie should be on the center line. The shirt must not
Here he
protrude
goes.
from the vest. Trouser creases should be perfectly straight and always aligned with the tips of your shoes. We should always ensure that everything is in order before walking out the door. The same applies when bidding my home farewell, too.
Yeah, I have a friend who is a Sunday fan, and she was talking about how she kind of wanted to finish everything in Penacony, like all the puzzles, all the side quests, all the stuff before getting to this part, because that way it was really a, yes, we're leaving and we're probably not going to come back, unless for an event or something. I mean, I'm sure 1 week has some stuff correct too, but I'm kind of like, Sunday's been through enough. You don't have to be so mean about it.
But what has Ideen Park got to do with you? Don't tell me that the founder is one of your disguises.
I'm not that old.
Oh, come on. Take a joke, will ya?
I'm not that old. He has a pretty good distance there.
Sorry, but park facilities are out of order. Refurbishment works are currently underway. Please come back again later.
That sounds familiar.
I'm aware of the situation. You can skip the report.
What? What are you talking about? I mean... Mr. One Week, please excuse me. I should have recognized you earlier. I must be more tired than I realized.
Yeah. So I thought that was actually really interesting though, because like I said before, the whole thing with Sunday and like, oh, he's talking about his hood being a disguise. I'm like, dude, we all know it's you. But if he's using his powers on people, yeah, that totally makes sense.
I want to know what's going on in there. You'll tell me, won't you?
There's nothing much to say, actually. We Bloodhounds are just as baffled as you are. My guess is that it's simply part of the aftermath of the Stellaron incident.
Aftermath?
You are?
Renowned workaholic, Mr. Workday. He works for me. You don't know him?
Mr. Workday. I mean, it totally makes sense, but also it's funny. Do I have a Discord? There's Discord server. Well, I used to. I kind of shut it down though, because I was just basically getting spam in it. I might recreate it at some point, but I do have a Twitter and a Blue Sky if you want to follow those. I might remake the Discord at some point, but not currently.
Oh, I see. Pardon my ignorance, sir. Coming back to the topic of the park, let's just say that it has been recently observed that certain behaviors are not tolerated around here.
That sounds fishy.
What happens if you violate the prohibitions?
It's baffling, but corrective measures will be taken. It's kind of difficult to explain. Maybe you'd like to see for yourself?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that works. Can you keep watch over the entrance? We'll go in and have a look for ourselves.
Please take these notes with you. They may come in handy.
You shouldn't have said that just now. It'll only make us look suspicious.
Thank you for coming, Elliot, and thanks for chatting with me. I hope you have a good time getting your groceries. I'll see you again. Thank you.
Said what?
Mr. Workday?
I was just telling the truth. I've always found this name to be more suitable for you. So, why are we here? You managed this park before?
You could say that. I was still a child back then. To become the bronze Melodia of the Oak family, I'd gone under Mr. Gopherwood's tutelage. We were taking a walk in the park like any other day, when he suddenly hit on the idea to have me manage the park. Within the domain he demarcated, my every word would hold the force of law.
Oh my gosh.
In hindsight, that was probably the first time that I enforced order.
You rose through the ranks soon after. I take it that you must have done a pretty good job.
Quite the contrary. I made a terrible mess of things. Fortunately, the tourists thought of it as nothing more than a spell of merrymaking.
I made a mess. Oh, poor Sunday.
Was that his way of training you?
Perhaps he was just using an approach with lighter consequences to show me what he'd learned in life. That there is never an ideal paradigm when it comes to rules. If the enforcer is incapable of introspection, then even regulations once laid down with the noblest of intentions will eventually become defiled. This place is no exception. The distorted after echoes of the Order will only add to the chaos.
It's interesting that he's gone from supporting the Order to now actively trying to get rid of it.
Let's see what we have on these notes.
Let's see. I'll write down what I've noticed for you. I'll go over things when I meet the others later. No consumption of food other than burgers, especially ice cream. Only cast and crew members are allowed on the stage. Be kind to birds. Do not discard trash in trash cans? What? Please do not use soul-clad bottle caps sold by the Dream Jolt troupe while experiencing the attractions. Handstand walks around flower beds are prohibited. Attention, conducts that have not been mentioned are not necessarily safe. They just have not yet been reviewed. What?
No consumption of food except for burgers. What?
I'm thinking the same thing. What? Who wrote these? Get over here.
No consumption of food other than burgers, especially ice cream. Please tell me you didn't make this rule.
I have nothing against desserts. The only reason I made that rule is so that people can learn to wait in line in an orderly manner for things, instead of shoving and jostling people around.
Oh my gosh, Sunday, that was your rule? That's so stupid. I'm sorry, but that was stupid.
What happens if I break the rule?
It's as the Bloodhound said. Corrective measures will be enforced.
Huh. Try me.
Uh-oh.
Wait, don't...
Uh-oh.
So, where are those corrective measures?
That's odd.
Didn't I tell ya? The family can take care of the issue without you having to get involved. Next on the list is the stage. Let's go and check it out.
Why do I have a bad feeling that that's gonna come back to bite him?
Only cast and crew members are allowed on the stage. A surprisingly reasonable rule.
And an easy one to test. Neither of us is part of the cast or a crew member. Let's try it out.
Oh boy.
Huh?
Let's try that again.
Oh, we actually got popped backwards.
What's going on?
Guide those who have lost their way back onto the right path. Looks like this is an example of the corrective measures that the Bloodhound mentioned. It's exactly what I would have done back then.
You've been iron-fisted since you were little, haven't you? Wait a sec. If this is how violations are corrected, then everything that I ate just now?
Uh-oh! It's coming back up!
I tried to warn you.
Oh my gosh!
How do you feel?
Now, I'm feeling murderous.
Oh, I'm at him. It's like, well, yeah.
In any case, say what you will, but I can't sit by and do nothing. Not when I'm the cause of all this trouble in Ideen Park. There's no need to involve the Dreamweavers. I'll fix these distortions once and for all.
Well, at least he's kind of admitting that his own rules were kind of stupid. Or at least he's going to turn off the punishment aspect of it.
What's the plan?
Nothing complicated. All distortions have their roots. We'll be able to trace them to the source once they manifest. breaking a few rules will do. We just need to make sure that the corrective measures that will be implemented aren't too much for us to handle. When a distorted After Echo manifests to correct us, I'll be able to pinpoint its whereabouts. Then, I'll use the power of tuning to heal the dreamscape.
So, can I take it that rules are meant to be broken now?
At the trail, really, rules are meant to be broken!
Please do not use Soul Glad bottle caps sold by the Dream Jolt troupe while experiencing the attractions. The Dream Jolt troupe, where? Are they hiding or something? Oh, there it is. Found a good hiding spot, didn't ya? Come on, let's buy some bottle caps from it.
Just one moment.
A big puppy.
Let me translate that for you. Who are you trying to pay with your spare change?
Uh-oh. Oh, jeez. The robot dog is greedy.
I'm going to have to handle this if it isn't enough.
Handle this? Handle what? Wait, is that really all you've got on you?
Well, what would you expect? His stuff probably got liquidated. He's a fugitive, remember?
May I remind you that I am currently on the run?
The fact that he has money at all is impressive.
Whew. Luck's on our side. Looks like we scraped together just enough. Shall we give this capsule machine a try and see what happens?
Got a gold one. Sparkly.
Nothing's off so far. Maybe we should open the capsule?
Note in the capsule machine. You shouldn't have done that. Uh-oh. His warnings have proven futile punishment is now inevitable. Uh-oh. Yikes.
They can't be seriously going that far, right? No. Hey, look out!
Yep, I had a feeling.
May song bring us victory. Pull together. Resonate once more.
Speed up a little bit there.
How's this taste?
I can't thank you enough. In this mortal form, watch over you and guide you on your path.
Time for the master stroke. Show no mercy.
And doubt farewell.
Conflict is pitiless.
May song bring us victory.
Oops.
No time to lose.
This is what I get for not having a Venturine on my team.
Here is thunder. Life's like a good brew, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
I hope for an end to strife in the world. Tonight, so
is pitiless. Time for the masters. Show no mercy.
Did they have to do that? They could have just recalled the capsule.
Perhaps making the attractions no longer just attractions is another corrective measure?
Ugh. Aren't the rules being too finicky with words?
We're not breaking enough rules. We should look elsewhere, too.
I gotta adjust my team.
Well, looks like you have a new plan. I'll wait to see what happens.
Would you prefer me to reveal or conceal, General?
Even that line. Let's... I got plenty of those set up.
Feeling lucky.
Do not discard trash in trash cans. This is absurd. Did you make this rule too?
He must have been very young when he made these rules.
Children tend to be fascinated by such paradoxes. I was no exception.
Forget it. I don't even know how to joke about this. Well, what do you suggest we throw in?
Not discard trash in trash cans. Trash.
Something's happening.
Holy trash. They're both shocked. What?
What is this? A woodcutter's trash can?
Enough. The location of the distortion is nearby.
During tunement, the after echoes of order, once distorted, only add to the chaos. As a tuner, Sunday can easily discern where the harmony of dreamscapes has been disrupted. Oh, and they show up as music notes. Probably what Robin was doing.
A day of peaceful repose.
Oh, there it is. Huh. It does look somewhat like you.
It does.
Time for it to disappear for good. Reveal thyself unto me, as is customary. All creatures endowed with eyes bear souls of equal worth.
Whoa, it worked. The IPC totally should have sent someone to keep an eye on you. Aren't they worried that you might make a comeback in Penacony and grow a new pair of wings?
So long as there remains a need for me to keep a low profile, I'm no threat to them.
That's true. Come to think of it, you had always been in the spotlight, be it as a respected member of the elite or a leader. When was the last time you fell into the mud? All the way back during your childhood days?
Sometime before I turned 6. Like most boys would, I tried to fly with my ear feathers, only to fall into a pit. I almost broke my halo.
Oh, I can imagine him doing that. Just being like, trying to leap off of a branch or a big rock, flapping all of his little head wings. Like, I tried to fly with my ear feathers. Like, oh.
That was sarcasm, in case you didn't realize. But whoa, you actually remember something like that?
Sure he does.
You never forget times of failure. It's only human nature.
Ugh, you're probably the only one who'd consider something like that a failure. What is it this time?
Just looking back.
Aw. This is his life he's leaving.
But nothing's there.
That's the whole point of revisiting a place. When I look at everything here, the memories are so fresh, it's as if it all only happened yesterday. When the younger me tasted failure here, I ran myself ragged to fix the mess. I thought myself no longer the same person as before. But it looks like I was just going round in circles.
Aw.
I'm glad for this chance to look back on my past in this way. Come now. We should go. This will be a long farewell.
So, where are we heading next?
Oti Mall. There are bloodhounds stationed along the way, though. It might be better to take a quieter route.
Uh-oh.
I don't mean to meddle, but I'd advise you to stay away from that place.
Oh. Found Will. Or Will found us.
Did something happen?
There isn't any concrete information yet, but anomalies have been reported around the area. The family is currently investigating. You okay?
Wow.
I'm fine. The Stellaron incident may have been quelled, but who is to say that nobody has another agenda? Thanks for the tip, sir. We'll make a detour. May you stay safe, too.
Wow. When he said a disguise, he meant it.
Hold on.
Let's see through her disguise.
Sweet dreams are technically safe, but it would be wise to look out for oncoming vehicles.
Yeah, they don't stop.
Thank you.
Whew, that was no ordinary passerby. It's a miracle that he didn't see through your disguise.
The Astral Express should have departed a long time ago. Why is he still in Penacony?
It's like, I didn't expect to run into them again.
We needn't change our plans because of him. But be sure to keep your guard up. I hope nothing terrible has fallen upon Penacony while I was in captivity the last few days.
He still cares about it. That's so cute. Feel bad about it, though.
It's time we set off. Let's not stick too close to each other, just in case. A few feet or so between us will do. Seems I let my wishful thinking get the best of me. Will you at least give me a chance to explain?
Uh-oh.
I will, but before I do...
Uh-oh, Bill followed us.
Put your hands behind your back and answer my questions in short sentences.
Uh-oh. Yeah, and Wilt can create black holes, so... I remember reading a comment between the Acheron and Welt, or when we were we were fighting Aventurine, okay? And it was us, Acheron, Welt, Himiko, etc., okay? Some people said that Acheron jumped out to fight Aventurine, not because Aventurine was causing a problem, but because if Welt had to and he released his black hole, it would be really bad.
Short sentences?
I need to make sure your words aren't concealing any dangerous incantations.
Uh-oh.
I can't believe I've left everyone with such a peculiar impression of me.
Well, you did kind of kidnap Welt, so...
Please, believe me when I say that I didn't come back here with ill intent. Penacony will never experience the Order again, either.
He's like, I'm trying to fix things.
I'm afraid I won't be taking your words at face value, not after how you wielded the power of harmony. Answer me. What are you doing here?
Oh, he literally got caught.
It looks like there's only one way to gain your trust. Come on out, 1 week. We found ourselves an ally.
So, it was the IPC that freed you.
My sister has likely made an agreement of some sort with them. As for how I'm able to move around freely in Penacony, I have 1 week to thank for that.
Wilt did see through his disguise.
As you can see, I've only returned to my home to bid it farewell. Would you be kind enough to give me a chance to say goodbye, so that I may leave without regrets?
Welt's like, I've got a bad feeling.
Agreed. But, until you leave Penacony for good, you're to stay by my side.
Oh, Welt has joined the party.
You have my gratitude.
Like, I'm gonna keep my eye on you.
I left my home in a hurry, too. I know how it feels.
Welt is such a good guy.
That said, I can't make this call by myself. My companions need to know about this, too.
The Astral Express crew is in Penacony too?
You're all here?
Come with me. We'll go find them. You come along, too.
Hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Then let me... There you go. Come with me. We'll go find them. You come along too.
Okay, okay. Boy, this is gonna be a party.
Sunday has been kidnapped. It's funny because it's like, oh, first we had Welt was kidnapped. First Welt was kidnapped by Sunday, and now Welt's kidnapping Sunday.
A day of peaceful repose.
It's funny. It's leading the tuning is leading him down there. Future is in front of you.
We're here. They should be somewhere nearby.
You are the real Welt, right?
Mr. Yang, if you don't mind, there's something that puzzles me. Now that the crisis on the planet of festivities has been averted, shouldn't the Astral Express have departed to continue on its trailblazing journey? Why have you and your companions stayed behind in Penacony?
It's like, what are you guys still doing here? Huh?
Could it be that someone stirred up trouble after I left?
It's like, what's going on?
And if that were indeed the case...
I doubt I'm in any position to be proposing ideas, but I'm happy to defer to the Nameless and aid with any plans you may have.
Oh, he's like, I'm willing to help you guys.
There's no need to worry. All is well in Penacony. Our reason for lingering here is a certain unusual passenger.
A passenger?
The Express has been commissioned to send a passenger back home. We're just resting up in Penacony for a while before we depart.
This is the weird part too with the story, because it's like, okay, so we were in Penacony, we left Penacony, the Trailblazer, Dong Hung, and March went off to the Luofu, or stayed there, while Welt and Himiko went off to get fossils or fuel or whatever. They apparently met Yug with Rune Mei, because they were getting the fossils for Rune Mei, and now the idea is that they were supposed to be taking Fugue back to the Luofu. But the problem is they already came back to the Luofu to pick up the Trailblazer, Dong Hung, and March. So why the heck didn't they drop her off then? the story, it doesn't make sense.
By passenger, do you mean this lady here?
Oh. Thank you. Oh.
Or these ladies?
Oh my gosh. These ladies, what's happening? Huh?
This...
Just continue, just multiplied.
You're finally here, Mr. Yang. We have a huge problem.
That sounds like it. Like, what happened? Continued. Well, this is turning over. Just give me a second. Hang on. Back. And we're back. Gotta unmute myself. Yeah, I feel bad for Scroolum fans, because they keep expecting him to be playable, and so far they haven't gotten around to making him playable. Although at least he's showing up here, so that's nice. Still very weird that Himiko is muted. Or not. I hope nothing's wrong with her voice actor. Alright, neither did I expect to see you here in Penacony, Mr. Scroolum. I had assumed the Genius Society wasn't invited to the festivities.
I have no interest in the Harmony's celebration, so it's only natural for me to turn down the invitation. But it looks like my decision also cost me the front row seat to all of your exciting adventures. Conclusion: there is likewise a downside to pursuing reason.
I'm sure if all of you geniuses showed up to the Charmony Festival, things would have been very much different.
I hear that the Astral Express has established a collaboration with the Garden of Recollection for your next destination.
They did suggest a destination, but that was all. Did you hear this from Madame Herta? It's a world beyond the knowledge of the Nameless, after all. I wrote to her hoping that the all-encompassing erudition would provide us with some information.
Could there be more to it?
Yes, there is something else. Miss Black Swan said Amphorus is a world influenced by 3 paths, and the erudition is one such path.
Logic. The average Pathstrider wouldn't leave any trace behind in the Garden of Recollection's mirror.
You're right. So this has to be related to the Emanators, or perhaps even the Aeons. That's why I wanted to know if the geniuses had any clue about it.
It's a pity we do not communicate much within the society. Not to mention we've lost most of our members to the Lord of Silence. I have never heard of Amphorus, however.
Madame Herta said the same, but it did pique her interest. She agreed to do a little digging. My guess is that there's a chance the Garden of Recollection is behind it. She's always had a keen interest in the Remembrance's technology, after all. It's also thanks to her that we got to make Miss Rune May's acquaintance a while back. We even went into the Kalenga Abyss to bring a Leviathan's carcass back for our new friend. Speaking of her... A Leviathan's carcass! Himiko, what? This is far too much an understatement, but none of us have ever expected to see an old friend at Miss Rune May's.
That Foxian girl has indeed been through an unimaginable turn of events. I suppose that's the fate you organic life forms are bound by.
Yes, a bond that truly runs deep.
So, is it out of goodwill that the Astral Express volunteered to send her back home?
Would the Nameless see a point in keeping work and favors apart? It's her request. She hopes to make a brief stop somewhere to reframe her mindset before returning to the design show, considering her unique position with the Alliance.
Looks like this is one exceptional passenger. Don't you have to accompany her then, Miss Himiko?
My companions are with her. They know Miss Tingyun better anyway. Plus, those youngsters will definitely do a better job than me when it comes to occasions. They're probably having a wonderful time now. Sure.
So, is anyone gonna tell me what's going on?
Oh, is this why March didn't react to Sunday? Because he's looking like this to everybody but Welt. And Ice 1 week.
About that. Why don't you ask her instead? She knows how to present things logically.
Apparently there are many Tingyuns here with us. I'm gonna have to break that stereotype you have of me.
You don't have to tell him that. He can see for himself.
That's what you get for trying to pass the buck on me.
Forget it. I'll tell you. We walked around with Miss Tingyun for a while after separating from the rest. But then we ran into something
I'm kind of sad that the reunion was off screen. I mean, considering we saw Ting Yun's neck break in front of us, I mean, I would have liked to give her a hug. It's been like, Ting Yun, you're okay! And so on.
Did something happen in the dreamscape?
Oh, well, Sunday did say there was a problem in the mall. Ting Yun ran into it.
Actually, it's more like it was someone's fault. We met a Pepeshi filming a Try Not to Laugh challenge, and he gave us some of his candy. A type of candy that's supposed to make you fall over laughing.
So that sort of try not to laugh challenge.
I didn't really want to do it, but she insisted on us giving it a shot. That's how we got into this problem.
What happened?
We failed the challenge terribly. I still wanted more candies. Behold the Laughing Maniac, March 7th.
Oh, come on, stop interrupting. So, we had some candy, and we're so happy we rolled around on the ground for a bit before standing up. But once we did, we realized Miss Ting Yun ate the candy too.
Uh-oh.
But she only sneezed nonstop. Achoo! Achoo! Sneeze after sneeze. And before we knew it, she multiplied into several Ting Yuns right in front of us.
Oh my gosh. Well, technically we're in the dream, right? So this should be fictional multiple Ting Yuns. The real Ting Yun is still one physical person.
What's your take on this?
The dreamscape is a Memoria world. It is likely the candy triggered her hypersensitive mind, causing scattered memory fragments to dissociate and become entities themselves.
Oh my gosh.
There is no cause for concern. We've experienced similar incidents from time to time in the sweet dream.
Mr. Yang? Who is this?
It's okay. You can reveal yourself now.
I was only being careful, or we would have been stopped by the Bloodhounds more than once on our way here. Help me remove my disguise. 1 week.
It's
been a while, everyone.
The look on March's face. Her eyebrows went down. She's like, ugh.
What's going on?
Hi. Yeah, what's going on? Mr. Yang, have you turned on us? Am I still dreaming?
Everyone, stay calm. I'll explain. I believe that at this point, Sunday has no reason to be dishonest, but to prevent any unforeseen complications, I'll be accompanying him everywhere he goes until he leaves Penacony.
With us. You know, I saw someone mention about how, oh, I hope Welt and Sunday have a father-son relationship, and because Welt has dad experience, and everybody's like, Sunday needs a decent dad who's not trying to manipulate him. And now with the way things are going, it's kind of like, yes, Welt, adopt Sunday. I don't care if he's a grown man. He needs help.
Mr. 1 Week here is an old acquaintance of Sunday's.
Pleased to meet you, fair lady. And you, of course. You're the heavyweight who pummeled this control freak.
Yeah, with the train. I'm not one to boast about past feats. He was a worthy opponent. Nah, it was a team effort.
The surprises just keep pouring in. First there was Miss Acheron, and then Miss Ting Yun. Why does it seem like Mr. Yang always comes back with some extraordinary guests?
He does, doesn't he?
Let's leave this discussion for later. for now, we should be focusing on returning Miss Ting Yun to her normal self.
He's like, let's please not talk about me.
That's not gonna be easy. You'll see what I mean, Mr. Yang. These Ting Yuns aren't exactly easy to communicate with.
Uh-oh. What do you mean?
Looks like you have a new plan. I'll wait to see what happens.
Would you prefer me to reveal or conceal, General?
Every time he says that line, I think to myself, like, Ting Yun? Question mark.
Miss March 7th, have you taken the time to consider my suggestion?
Your suggestion? Oh, wait. Which Miss Ting Yun are you again?
This feels so weird.
It's me! I'm the one who wants every Ting Yun to come together to form the Ting Yun Merchant Guild. How often do you get the chance to work with yourself? Just imagine how in sync we'll be with one another. We're bound to thrive and prosper. I know, we can't leave the dreamscape to trade with the outside world, so that's where you come in, Miss March 7th. Your wits surpass many others, making you the perfect person to handle liaison negotiations on our behalf.
Also, what are they talking about with this March 7th being smart? Like, I mean, I know she's not dumb. I will tell you right now, she's not. But like, this is the first time when I remember them going in about how, oh, March 7th is so smart. Like, what? Really? Half the time she seems to be kind of like not sure what's going on.
I guess I can consider it. I hope everything goes smoothly for your guild. There. Now do you see what I mean, Mr. Yang?
There does appear to be an element of her talking to herself.
I want to clone copies of myself too. Miss Ting Yun's got a sense of humor these days.
Hey! You better not be referring to the part about my wits surpassing many others.
See, I told you.
Mr. Yang mentioned the Express's next voyage is to send a passenger back home. Could this lady be from the Xianzhou Alliance?
Yes, more specifically the Xianzhou Luofu.
The Luofu? Didn't the Antimatter Legion launch an ambush on the Luofu some time ago? Was she one of the few survivors?
Oh, Sunday's news is a little outdated, but he's getting the idea.
Quite the contrary. She might have been the person closest to the eye of the storm.
Looks like there's a lot more to this story.
That's for sure.
Story for another time. As host of the Dreamscape, do you have any suggestions for fixing this problem?
I don't have much to go on now. Perhaps we should talk to the other Miss Ting Yuns here.
That's a lot of Ting Yun. She must have had a lot of thoughts. Flower enthusiast, silver-tongued.
Nice! People never forget a personally prepared home-cooked meal. But then again, gifts should be lasting. What about a delightful new bouquet of flowers on the table each day? Wouldn't they do a better job at brightening up someone's day? That sounds like a good idea.
It's funny, too, because we've never actually met the real Ting Yun.
If we really want to do this right, though, it's the thought behind the gift that truly matters. The more thought goes into the gift, the better the recipient feels it. She makes a valid point, too.
You sure have a way of not offending anyone.
These three Tingyuns don't look like they'll be reaching a conclusion anytime soon. We won't be able to get a word in.
So, what do you think, Sonny?
Let's try a different name, my dear friend.
He's like, not that one.
Oh, don't we sound chummier that way? I took a leaf out of this Foxian girl's book.
The problem with Miss Tingyun is just as I suspected before. That prank shattered her into notes that are each a part of her. In other words, it means the Tingyuns we see here are all different aspects of her psyche.
That's...
Okay. You just made it sound a whole lot more complicated.
At any rate, this is a known occurrence across the dreamscape. Tuning could be the way to fix it. The only problem is that these Miss Tingyuns are too caught up in their own world. Is there one we can properly speak with?
One that we can speak with? Oh, I think there is one. But it may take me a while to identify her.
Uh-oh. Oh my gosh, look how many! Okay, hang on, I'm gonna count here. Okay, so we have 1 here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 5, 26, 27, 28, 28. Yeah, 28 Tingyuns. Sleepwalking Tingyun, Kitty Tingyun. World. Hello?
Huh? Yikes. She's scary. No, I won't be able to talk to her.
Invincible fan wielder Tingyun. A battler. Hello?
I'm walking in the street and what a weird dream. This Miss Tingyun looks like she's sleepwalking. Nope, not her.
Why do you have such a fondness for this benefactor? I still don't understand. Uh-oh, it's the trash can.
Why do I feel like it's not gonna be a wise move to interrupt her? Oh, were you all looking for me? Oh, were you all looking for me? Found her! If I remember correctly, this Miss Tingyun's trait is... it's nothing special, really.
There she is. So this is also a side of Miss Tingyun?
She ought to meet your one we can properly speak with requirement, right?
Worth a try. My lady, if I may, I wish to perform a tuning on you.
My lady!
Before you start, you should know that we're keeping our eyes on you. If you even think about taking Miss Tingyun hostage...
Brace yourself for gravitational disintegration? Oh, well, we'll take him out. Know that there are 4 pairs of eyes between the 3 of us. Remember, we're the most formidable people in all of Penacony. Uh-oh.
It is not my intention to provoke you. Perhaps, as assurance, we can have my friend here perform the task in my stead. 1 week has a higher mastery of the harmony than I do.
That is true.
If you still have concerns, you are also free to restrain me while he performs the tuning.
Sunday is kind of like, okay, I'm willing to do anything to help you guys trust me. I'm not a bad guy.
There's no need for that. You're acting so sincere. I'm actually surprised.
Aw.
Are you all right with this, Miss Tingyun?
I go as the wind blows, so you may decide for me.
What normal Tingyun?
Then kindly forgive our intrusion. Please do your best 1 week.
He called her my lady. That's so cute. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Roommate, what did you stick in Tingyun?
What the? Did any of you hear a voice just now?
A voice?
Never mind.
Look, it's working.
Never did I expect that every encounter with you would always be in moments of distress. Did I conduct myself improperly?
He's so beautiful. That was a little scuffed, but that was so pretty.
You're finally back. You may be small, but you're pretty amazing. Huh? What's wrong?
It's nothing. Just a trivial matter.
He's like, I felt something bad in there. Also, this creepy music.
What do you sense?
I should have let you handle it yourself. This girl is not as ordinary as she appears.
Worse.
I nearly died. Just now.
Uh-oh. Ah! He is unconscious.
Don't be afraid. What is this place? No matter what you see, you only need to remember one thing. You're not alone. Who are you? And who am I?
Oh no, she forgot in memory.
Is that where I came from? And where does this path lead?
Poor Tingyun. I'm glad Sunday came home early. Oh, please don't call her big sister. Temporarily added? Oh. I'm glad Sunday came home early. Now I can try to get Fugue without too much worry. Got something. She got kind of like a tattoo little thing around on her by her neck, and I'm like, oh boy, yeah, that reminds me of the neck.
That looks so familiar. Does she want to lead me somewhere?
The life support pod is ready. There were only minor issues.
That's great. Otherwise, that person from the Xianzhou might not be able to hold on much longer.
You're still trying. There's no precedent for saving someone who was destroyed by a Lord Ravager. Will it even work?
I'm not a genius, so I don't understand the logic behind it, but if she says it's possible, then it must be.
Oh, Rune May's got her helpers.
Excuse me. Could you tell me where I am? Can they not hear me?
Apparently not.
This girl is...
E. My gosh. Did what she encountered was so bad her brain literally refuses to remember it? That's horrible. Poor Tingyun.
Tingyun. What a familiar name. Do I know her?
Don't question it. Keep moving forward.
It's you again. Who's talking to me? These are...
Uh-oh.
These are wounds left by the destruction. They have taken root within your body and cannot be removed.
The destruction? I don't understand. Please, who are you? And why won't you show yourself?
I can't go to you. All I can do is wait for you to finish walking this path.
Like Tingyun is laying down and Rune May's holding her hand. Like, you're in your inner world or whatever.
You want me to go through here? Do I have to fight it?
There's no need for that. It's too dangerous, and you can't do it anyway. Don't fight it. Embrace it. Try to coexist with it. Think of it as feeling your own scars.
My scars?
Oh, gee, she sounds so scared.
Wait.
We gotta fight him anyway. I had a feeling.
Is this called coexisting?
Don't worry. As I said before, you're not alone.
Unite our goals.
I've heard the call. Serenity is before me.
Clouds scattered.
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Let's seize this fine moment. Dream vanished.
I'll see you off.
Ouch.
Receive divinity. Eternal sleep is not the end. The dead return!
It's on me.
No holding back.
All in.
Not this time.
In this mortal form. Watch over you and guide you on your path.
Have we met?
I hit the mark.
I'll overcome the thorns.
Dreams of a past life are now all gone. Though life is as a speck of dust, it dances still in grace. Let's seize this fun. Let's seize this fine moment. There's no harm in sharing good fortunes.
I've heard the call. Moment to doubt farewell.
No holding back.
Eternal sleep is the dead return!
Clouds scattered.
You chose the wrong enemy.
I'll overcome the thorns. In this mortal form. Watch over you and guide you on your path.
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. Spend freely. Watch your head.
Have we met? Dream vanished.
I'll see you off.
Bloom. I can't thank you enough.
Repay.
This trial is fitting. I've heard the call. Serenity is before me.
No holding back. Dreams of a past life are now. Let us dance once more. Let's seize this fine moment.
You chose the wrong enemy.
It's on me.
Eternal sleep is not the end. The dead return!
Share good fortunes.
I'll see you off.
Moment to doubt farewell.
Have we met?
In this mortal form. Watch over you and guide you on your path.
Clouds scattered. Dreams of a past life are now. Let us dance once more.
Spend freely. The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. All in.
Dream vanished.
You chose the wrong enemy. Nothing major.
I'll play along.
No holding back.
I'll see you off.
Watch your head.
Let's seize this fine moment. Dreams of a past life are now all gone. Let us dance once more.
I'll overcome the thorns. It's on me.
Have we met? Unite our goals.
I've heard the call. Trinity is before me. In this mortal form. Watch over you. Guide you on your path.
Clouds scattered.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Hedge your bets.
There you go.
How can it be? Why are there still so many of them? The ones from before weren't defeated either?
As I said before, you can't defeat them. No one can. You can fall into the darkness and die alongside these scars of the destruction. Or bring them with you when you return to the world here. These are your two choices.
Return to the world? What are you saying? Oh. No wonder those two ignored me.
He's like, I'm in a tube.
Am I just a wandering spirit now?
Close, but not quite.
This reminds me of that movie, If I Stay.
So, I'm trapped between life and death? Existing in a limbo?
You can think of it that way.
Oh, roommate, you're not helping.
Based on what you said, even if I should wake up, these wounds that caused my death will remain on my body and never heal? I don't understand. You appear to be trying to save me, Benefactor. But why are you telling me all this?
It's a habit of mine. I believe everyone should have the right to choose whether they wish to return to this world or not.
Be that as it may, I don't remember anything. There's nothing to help me make a choice.
Aww.
That doesn't matter. I believe the desire to live was born from nothing to begin with. You may also prove yourself to be the exception. I would also be pleased with that result.
How troublesome. But I suppose that's part of living.
Yes, go fight, Ting-Yun! Live!
Survival or destruction is no longer a choice for you. They both now grow along the same path. And only by walking this path will you break through the darkness and arrive at my side.
And she woke up. Like the lady in my dreams.
Feeling more awake? Congratulations. You attained your very first victory in this tug of war. It's a good start.
This is...
Let me explain. You were attacked by a Lord Ravager. By all rights, you should not have survived. But someone didn't agree with that assessment, and it just so happens I was able to fulfill his request.
Ooh!
What about the other merchants?
I don't know.
Aw.
Why me?
That is the question, isn't it?
Because you were the most unfortunate. You fell into the hands of that Lord Ravager, who destroyed your body and spirit. Yet, you were also the most fortunate. Her desire to claim everything about you for herself meant she needed time, so you were spared instant annihilation. There is only a fine line between resurrection and escaping death. Yet, they couldn't be more different. If you had truly died, I would have been powerless to do anything for you.
Pull her back from the brink.
My body feels strange.
I'm sorry. I can't let you regain your ability to feel just yet. You'd be in excruciating pain.
Thanks for that.
Your body was contaminated by the destruction and suffered severe damage. As I said before, these wounds will stay with you for the rest of your life.
Oh my gosh.
To prevent its resurgence, I made some minor modifications to your body. Or more specifically, your tail. You'll have to learn to adapt to it. Unfortunately, the inescapable price of survival is often more adversity.
Regardless, I'm grateful to you for saving my life.
There's no need for that. This was merely a transaction. With this, the debt between the traveling merchant and me is clear.
Oh my gosh, it's Lucha! I was like, who? It's Lucha. He asked for me to save Ting-Yun. Where is it? Yeah. And you were attacked by a Lord Ravager. By all rights, you should not have survived. But someone didn't agree with that assessment. And it just so happens I was able to fulfill his request. So Lucha saw her injured and went, no, don't give up on her. This transaction with this debt between the traveling merchant and me is clear. So Lucha asked Rinmei to save Ting-Yun. Aww.
Who?
Don't worry about it. You should sleep for a little longer. By the time you wake up, you won't remember any of these details. I'll arrange for someone to send you home. Which reminds me, you seem to have some dependable friends with close ties to you. You should go with them. It can only help with your recovery to hear more about your past.
Lucha mention. Ugh.
Are you all right?
Did I pass out?
Only for a little while. It's okay, you didn't end up in Dreamflux Reef. We were just about to make a memorial portrait for you.
The tuning rebounded and affected 1 week instead. This is no ordinary woman.
I suppose there's no point in hiding it from you anymore. Miss Tingyun is originally from the Xianzhou. She had an unfortunate encounter with a Lord Ravager who robbed her of her identity and left her on the verge of death. While she miraculously escaped with her life, her body suffered terrible injuries beyond all power to heal.
But something happened to change that outcome?
Yes, a genius got involved. She's very accomplished in the field of life sciences and managed to grant Miss Tingyun a shot at survival.
I guess in this case, I wonder if Lucha was with Miss Tingyun, or with Miss Tingyun on that ship. She got really hurt. He tried to heal her and it didn't really work. So he contacted Runmei and basically said, I could feel her fighting spirit. We gotta help her. That's just my idea, though.
After that, she asked the Express to escort Miss Tingyun back home. We made a stop at Penacony along the way, partly to allow her some time to convalesce.
I'm so sorry. I thought no one would be affected if I hid inside a dream. I didn't expect so many mishaps to happen.
It's okay, Tingyun. Not your fault.
It's all right. So long as nobody was hurt. Can I get something to drink? I feel like I've been asleep for 10 years.
That's fine. We should find another place to talk anyway. We drew some attention with that commotion earlier.
Shortly after.
So glad again. I'm a local, you know.
You'll have to make do.
In any case, I must thank the both of you for your assistance.
It was nothing. Now that the matter with Miss Tingyun is resolved, are we meeting your other two companions next?
There's no need for that. Mr. 1 Week is in poor condition, so let's wrap up your farewells first. I'll leave Miss Tingyun in your hands.
Uh-huh. But, Mr. Yang, the messenger from the Xianzhou is almost here. You're not coming with us?
I trust that you can handle it. Besides, Himiko will be there. She'll be able to handle any decisions should you run into any difficulties.
Okay. We better hurry then. This is ridiculous. How come I keep bumping into colleagues?
Alright, well, that was quite a bit. Very good, but it was quite a bit. Alright. All right. Well, I think we're going to wrap up here for today. Thank you guys so much for coming. Thank you guys so much for coming, and thank you so much. Saybug? Thank you so much for the raid. I'm sorry I wasn't here. I was on the phone. Of course, I have to be on the phone right when you guys raided in, and I kind of missed you. But thank you so much for the raid. And thank you guys so much for coming. I will, let's see, I'll be uploading this onto my YouTube channel. If you guys would like to know when I'm going to be streaming and stuff, please check out my Blue Sky and Twitter. The links are on my YouTube and Twitch sites. So please, take a look at them. And thank you guys so much for coming, and I hope to see you again soon. Okay, bye. Thanks so much. Thank you so much. See you later. Whew, that was amazing.